On this episode of the Infowars, I'll be reading an article, or should I cover an article that states that Ron Paul-Haters plan a KKK stunt to smear him. A new channel TV has been found in India. Ron Paul gets a game-changing endorsement from a senator in South Carolina, and also the TSA tends to test their own body scanners. That and a lot more straight ahead, so stay tuned. An article written by Paul Joseph Watson, which is called Paul-Haters Plan KKK Stunt to Smear Congressmen, states that members of the Stop Ron Paul 2012 Facebook group posted on a thread announcing a plan to stage false flag against the Paul campaign by dressing up in racist groups and pretending they were Ron Paul supporters. If you live in, well, actually, the quote goes on to say, if you live in South Carolina and want to have some real fun with these Paul bots, here's what we do. Go online, buy or make your own KKK robe, complete with hood. Hood is important, states the post. Then get some Ron Paul signs off the internet or make your own. Follow Ron Paul around South Carolina and be sure to get photographed by the media. Again, hoods are important. All Klansmen for Paul. Black, white, Jewish, Asian, those Paul bots will S of bricks. Although the post has been pulled off, the screenshot has been viewed below. All other members of the group liked the idea, with one commenting, "This is seriously a great idea. Anyone want to volunteer?" asked another, where they would acquire KKK robes. I mean, really, folks, are they that stupid? I mean, seriously, how stupid can you be? And I mean this too. Really mean this too. A lot of people don't like Ron Paul because, he can win. Once he gets into office, it's all over for them. All of it. The fights, the other... basically, it's all over for them. They're not going to get welfare checks. They're going to turn everything around, and trust me, they will be S-ing bricks right about now if he ever wins. That's why they're panicking now. The fact that Mr. Paul is electable, and unfortunately Ron Paul has come in first, second, or third in all the polls, have made it clear. He is the one to win, and if the election was held today, there would be a dead heat between these two guys, and I don't care. We need to let Ron Paul, please, vote for Ron Paul. Don't vote for these other crackpots. An article written by the USA Today states that there is a new strain of TB. Well, I'm not so sure about what TB means, but it must be a transmitted disease. But anyway, the article is named India reports the new TB strain resistant to all drugs. And the article goes on to say that Indian doctors have reported the country's first cause of totally resistant drug or tuberculosis, or TB, a long fear and virtual untreating from the killer lung disease. It is not the first time highly resistant cases like this has been seen. Since 2003, patients have been documented in Italy and Iran. It's most likely been limited to impoverished areas such as, and has not spread widely, but experts believe there have been many undocumented cases. No one expects the Indian TB strain to rapidly spread themselves. The airborne disease is mildly transmitted through close contact and isn't nearly as contagious as the flu. Indeed, some of the cases of this kind of TB were not found from person-to-person infection, but were mutations that occurred in poorly treated patients. So, in other words, this could be a new bioweapon that they're testing out on the Indian population, or two is just another strain of of this. It could be a natural mutation. However, we should keep our eyes on this one, because who knows? Who knows, really? Really, who knows? This could be another strain. I mean, it could kill everybody on the face of the planet, but hey, who knows? An article written by Steve Watson called Ron Paul receives game-changing endorsement from South Carolina Senator. Congressman now surging Palmetto in the Palmetto State. Sorry about that, folks. Touching my mic. Sorry about that. But the GOP presidential candidate Ron Paul received what his campaign describes as a game-changing endorsement Sunday as an affiliate South Carolina State Congressman Tim Davidson officially gave his support to Ron Paul. The senator, a heavyweight fascistical conversationalist in South Carolina General Assembly, is extremely well regarded most Republicans and Tea Party activists, and will undoubtedly bring voters to Ron Paul campaign of the first in the South primary. A public poll saying that South Carolina voters released Friday showed that 30% of voters in the state identify themselves as Tea Party members. Although Ron Paul is and will always be the core of the real Tea Party message, Newt Gingrich, Rick Santorum have, up till now, polled the highest with self-proclamation Tea Party in South Carolina. It is particularly important for Paul to ensure Tea Party voters in this week's primary, given that these are less independent voters in the state than Iowa and New Hampshire. Well, that is a game changer, folks. It really is. With that endorsement, folks, we might have a shot to win the presidential nomination. We hope, of course, that they don't wreck this one like the other two. An article written by Steve Watson called TSA to test body scan operatives for radiation exposure. The federal government will refuse to retest machines after cancer warning. This is a quote at the bottom of the page, at the bottom of the title. It says here, a final report of cancer clusters at Barcelona Airport. The TSA is set to test a naked body scanner operators for radiation exposure, but still refuse to test the actual machines that thousands of Americans are forced to pass through each day. After years of rebuilding, buffering health concerns over airport scanners, the TSA plans to conduct new tests on the potential radiation exposure from machines more than 100 airports nationwide. despite the fact that almost every independent study has occurred that the machines will cause cancer to increase, the TSA randomly denies the threat, even claims that Johns Hopkins studies violated the safety study of the scanners, when in fact it said the opposite. I mean, this is exactly what we're dealing with here. A pack of liars. And they lie saying that, we're going to go inside your pants, then outside the pants. We're going to be outside the pants, then inside of the pants, then take your shoes off, then this, then that. I mean, seriously, the Nazis did this crap for centuries. Back in World War II, right before they blew your head out of your head and whatever. This is basically the crooks lying, and if the test comes out saying that there is cancer in these people, well, they're just going to cover it up. I mean, there's no sense of that. Well, that's all the news I'll be reading for you today. If you want to read all these news I have virtually read today, please go to Infowars.com and go look them up. This is the Infowars News Blitz. I am Info Gundam, telling all of you people to go vote for Ron Paul. No, really, vote for Ron Paul. He's our only hope of beating the global elite and their plan of a new world order. Thank you.